I personally think that this was a really solid E3, and I saw a lot of titles that I am personally excited for that are coming out this year, and also a ton of titles that are coming out in 2018. I'm gonna start with some titles that are coming out this year that I'm putting priority over to getting, then move to titles that are under my radar and what I'm gonna keep watching in the future, and then titles for the future in 2018 that I'm definitely interested in. To start with, Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. This is literally XCOM with Mario characters, and Rabbids are just there, and I think, oh my god, it's such a cool concept, and I'm going to hate myself for buying this and playing it and having a good fucking time, and I can't wait for it. The bad part about it is that it has Rabbid characters, the good part about it is that you get to shoot and kill the Rabbid characters. Now, if this has online play, then that's it. I'm totally getting it. If all it needs is online play, and I'm sold. Destiny 2 has had me excited since its reveal, and I am still looking forward to it on PC. Fuck you, Sony. Middle-earth Shadow of War looks very fascinating to me, and I'm actually pretty into the universe of Middle-earth, so I'm excited to get back into this universe and something, and to have a good time here. The whole mechanics with dominating monsters and shit, that looks so fun. Wolfenstein 2 The New Colossus, I didn't know these games had this much personality to them. Holy shit, I am going right back to play The New Order. I didn't know it was like this. I'm so into this. Super Mario Odyssey, man, did you see all that gameplay for it? This game looks so fascinating, and they keep putting these new fun twist to, like, this is a platformer game in 2017, and they're adding so many new things to it. It's the reason why I'm excited for A Hat in Time, is because they're doing so much new shit with it, and why I wasn't excited for Ukulele is it was more of the same platforming. It's so, like, the mechanics with the hat and possessing things, and all the platforming that's incorporated in, and how the worlds work. Like, there's no load screens, it's just the hat transition. This game looks so good, and I cannot wait for it. And the Insomniac SpiderMan game, yo, I was telling you, don't sleep on Insomniac, and they delivered probably the tightest web slinging controls, not just the tightest, but most in-depth web slinging controls in a Spider-Man video game are here, and I can't wait for it. All this needs now is an authentic story to follow with it. Yo, I'd just like to stop for a second and address how they just announced 2 new Metroid games. Like, the 3DS one is day one buy. I cannot wait for that. I'm so excited to get to play new Metroid in 2017. That's that good shit. And now for the games that are on my radar, but I personally am not looking forward to purchasing and playing. Agents of Mayhem is the follow-up to the Saints Row series, and I miss Saints Row, not what this is. Assassin's Creed Origins looks like Assassin's Creed is taking a lot from Breath of the Wild, and that is such a good thing. You take good things from good video games and you make a gooder video game. That's literally how it works. This one is definitely on my radar, and if it does get good reviews, like if this one's hailed as the best Assassin's Creed since Black Flag, then I am totally down for it, but we'll have to wait and see. Battletech is the next in that series of games, and while I want to see more from that series, because I actually really like the series, it's not a mech game, it's a strategy game, so unfortunately, gonna have to give it a pass. It's 2017, there's no time for compromises anymore. You get the game you want and you enjoy it. Call of Duty World War II, this is the most aesthetically pleasing Call of Duty has been to me in a long time, and I would totally pick it up if, again, for the umpteenth time for a Call of Duty game, they gotta fix the netcode, otherwise I don't have fun in it. And that's exactly why I play Titanfall 2 instead. Code VN looked like that good shit, but I'm not like too huge into Dark Souls type of games, but if I was to get into one, it would be this one. Crackdown 3 looks interesting. It's on PC. We'll see how that comes out when it comes out. The Crash Bandicoot trilogy, I've been watching this one and seeing like how the gameplay is. And in all honesty, I've concluded that I just want to play Crash 3 again. 40 bucks, I'll wait for the price to drop. Detroit Become Human, I'm just waiting for this game to come out so that we can all laugh at it. Dissidia Final Fantasy, I want to see what all my friends are thinking about this game when it comes out, and then decide from there. Dragon Ball FighterZ, yo, this game looks so hype. Like, Guilty Gear at Xrd is my second favorite fighting game. That's my second favorite fighting game. And exactly what needs to happen is they need to take Guilty Gear Xrd's revolutionary, innovating engine and put other series in it, such as Dragon Ball. Like, there's only this is the beginning of something very beautiful happening. And it's happening with Dragon Ball. And also, this is great competition to Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite and showing how that game could be better, and in many ways is better. Far Cry 5, I am interested in seeing how that does review-wise and what people think of it when it comes out. Kirby Switch is definitely a pickup, although because there is no name to it, I feel like this, the Yoshi game, and well, they didn't say Metroid Prime 4 would come out in 2018, but for the Yoshi and Kirby game, I do not expect them to be out until like 2019. Lawbreakers was a fun as fuck game. I played the alpha of it, or was it closed beta? Either way, no, it was alpha. It was definitely an alpha. That game is a ton of fun. If you're interested in it, you would probably want to pick it up. Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, I played this many moons ago. And I would probably give it another shot in 3D. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite has personally dropped the ball for me. Even though the leak is confirmed and I have a solid team of Zero and Monster Hunter Man, I need to see how the rest of the game goes, but this is not a $60 game, and I'm not gonna pay $60 for Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Metro Exodus, the Metro games have never, like, captured me to play them. I think I own them on Steam. But I think this is the one that will get me to play it. Monster Hunter World stole the entire show. Monster Hunter World is my favorite game of E3. I can't wait for this game. I can't believe I just wanted a Monster Hunter game on another console that wasn't Nintendo. I didn't want the graphics upgrades or everything around it, and I'm so glad they went that extra mile. It looks so good, and I can't wait because this is coming out on PC as well at a later date of consoles. I can't wait to play it. I'm not a Minecraft man anymore, and I probably won't play it, but I'm very glad that it's pretty much crossplay between everything that isn't PS4. Speaking of which, fuck Sony about crossplay. Sony brought gaming back a couple of years ago with the PS4, but now they're actually limiting it with their bullshit reasons for not doing crossplay. If I had to pick up any version of Rocket League besides the PC version, I would definitely pick up the Switch version. That is a very interesting game that fits on the Switch. Unfortunately, as of right now, it's priced for $59.99 on Amazon. I think that's a whole placeholder price, so I have to wait for that to go down because I'm not paying more than 20 bucks for that. I have been waiting to see this South Park game get a release date, and thank God it has one. And I'm just waiting for the South Park game to come out, and I'm hoping that it does well. It has good reviews, it sells well. I just want to know that this was an actually good game and didn't suffer from a development hell that it went through, because this game has been delayed so many times that it's nuts, and I really hope it just came out well. Star Wars Battlefront 2 definitely has my interest, but I will have to wait and see what EA does with it, and it's very possible that the EA curse is just vanished now outside of the mess of Mass Effect. By the way, I didn't bring it up. Anthem looks like it could be fun, and I am down for that kind of game. Like, I'm totally down for that kind of game. I don't care how much it is to Destiny or whatever. The point of Anthem is that you gotta remember, Mass Effect actually died as a series for this game to exist. If this game ain't good, then it's gonna say a lot more about Mass Effect. The Evil Within 2 is also another game that I didn't know it had that much personality to it, and it interests me enough to actually look into it and consider playing it, but we'll see when it comes out. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, again, it was like, you know, I'm digging its art style more than the other ones, and then I saw gameplay for it, and I'm like, oh my god, this looks good too. I have to get this too, don't I? I'm very cautious about the Yoshi game coming to Switch, because the last Yoshi game that was on 3DS, Woolly World, that one was pretty rough, and the last Yoshi game that was on 3DS, that one was like really rough. The controls for it were awful, mostly in comparison to Yoshi's Island on SNES. You play that one, you feel how Yoshi should control, like that's the way Yoshi should control, is how in that game, and that is how it needs to go back to, is feeling like that game. The problem with the 3DS one, it was way too floaty and way too, like, slow in comparison. So, Jesus Christ, that's a lot of things I'm looking forward to from this E3, and I am so happy for video games existing and everything like that. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.